How's everybody doing? We got a total of 16 different slabs here from 16 different companies. I had one of my friends write down on the back of all these pieces of paper the names of the companies along with how much they cost and the cheapest per card and how long it takes for them to mail them out. I'm just going to go through these, guess, and put them on each slab to see if I can guess the right companies for this. Also go into a little slab education for each one of these companies as well. So, first up, we got ourselves $20 per card for 40 days. Now, the slabs here are Degree Grading, Grade On Grading, Platinum Card Grading, Tcg Grading, New Horizon Grading, RCG, TCGC, Midwest Grading, Amber Grading, CGC, ISA Grading, PSA Grading, FCG, 10 times Grading, Mana Grading, and Get Graded. So, first company we have today is $20 a card and it takes 42 days to get your cards returned. So to me, that actually seems like it's a little bit eccentric. It can cost a lot, but it's not going to be the highest one. So honestly, if I had to guess with this, because really with all these, I don't know which is which. I mean, I know that like PSA is obviously high end, so is CGC. Ember Grading is pretty up there. Mana Grading, Get Graded, Degree Grading. Everything else is up there too. I just don't know which is which. So if I had to guess, I'm gonna go with a basic one. I'm gonna go with RCG Grading. I'm gonna say that one is. Next one is I don't know if this is a joke my friend's pulling on me or not, but it says no info, no website. He did tell me that he couldn't find any information on one of these slabs. So a slab here that doesn't have any, that doesn't have a website. You know, I'm going to go with the people who probably I had the toughest time communicating with, and they actually never got back to me when I told them I posted everything. So I'm going to go with Midwest Grading. Their communication, I told them like that I finished all their stuff and everything, and I posted videos about them, and they're like the only company that never got back to me. All right, next one, we got $11 per card, and it's going to take a total of 30 days to get back to you. To me, that seems like a really good deal. So obviously, I know it's not going to be PSA, CGC, ISA, companies like that. So I'm going to go with TCG Grading, TCGC Grading. I love how I have like the top right already done. All right, next up we have $14 per card. Don't worry, the names of all the companies are on the back of these. So at the end of the video, I'm going to flip them over to see how many I got right. And then I'm going to go over the slabs and everything as well. If you missed my last long video, I went over all these slabs in depth. So if you're wondering what company is like the best, definitely check out my last video. Sorry, voice crack there. Woo! Wow. Anyways, my last video has all the depth and insight on all the slabs and their pros and cons. I go into depth with all that. So if you want to check that out, it's on my last video. So this one is $14 per card and takes 10 days. So to me, that is a super quick turnaround day. And I'm trying to remember which company did I get these cards back the fastest from. I know it wasn't a foreign company. Man, who did I get them back from super quickly? I want to say it's Degree Grading, but Degree Grading I know is more expensive than $14 per card. That I know, so I don't think it's Degree Grading. It's definitely not ISA Grading. You know who it could be? I'm going to go FCG Grading. They were pretty quick. I don't think they were $14, but I might be wrong. Next up, we have $42 per card, 30 business day turnaround. Sheesh! $42 a card. Yo, I'm not even going to, like, argue it. I'm going, like, straight down. That's PSA. Like, that's expensive right there. $42 a card. Sheesh. All right, next up we have 11 to 19 cards, $30 per card. You got to spend $330 a card? Like, that's the cheapest. By the way, these are all the cheapest packages. Like, the lowest cards you could send in and the cheapest. So this is, like, the best offer they have on their website that he could find at least. I don't know. Maybe they'll have a special deal at some other point, but dang, $330 you have to spend. That's insanity. I kind of want to change it to this on PSA now. Oh man. I've used CGC a few times, so I know it's not CGC. I really want to put it down on CGC, but I know it's not CGC. I'm gonna go with Platinum Card Grading. They were a little expensive. I only have 2 of them, so I don't think it's them, but like I remember they were expensive, and it was like, what the heck? Why are you so expensive? But I don't know. I could be wrong on that. Next up, we have 10 cards for $10 a card, 6 to 8 week turnaround. All right, so that's not bad. I'm gonna go with Game On Grading. I feel like they were pretty good. They were quick. They're actually quicker than 6 to 8 weeks. So, but I don't really see any other company in here that would take 6 to 8 weeks. Maybe monograding. Nah. The 6 to 8 weeks is throwing me off. But the 10 cards for $10 a card, that sounds like them. Next up, we have $12.49 per card. No info on return time. What? Why $12.49 a card? Why not just $12 or $13? It's okay, whatever. I'm gonna go. Let's see. That's extra right there. 49 cents extra. I'm gonna go with the most extra company I had to deal with, and that is 10 Times Grading. They were very extra. Next up, we have a 20 card minimum, $15 a card, 30 to 60 day turnaround. 20 card minimum, $15 a card. That's $300 right there. Dang, that's crazy. 30 to 60 day turnaround. I'm gonna go with TCG Grading. Although, no, they weren't that expensive though. Oh, you know who I think it is? I'm changing it. ISA Grading. ISA Grading. I swear, if this ends up being TCG Grading, I'm gonna be like very upset. All right, next one. We have $13 per card, 35 plus business days. Wow, so they don't even give you like a 30 to 60 days. They're just like, yeah, 35 days or longer. That's a little untrustworthy. They don't want to send them there. It's like, hey, I haven't got my cards back. It's been a year. Yeah, we say 35 plus business days, okay? Like, that means it could be like 5 years. Chill. It's like, dude, you can hold on to my cards forever then legally with that terminology. I don't like that. But $13 per card, though. Oh, man, $13 per card. I'm gonna go Degree Grading. I don't think they would do a 35 plus business day thing. Maybe they would. I don't know. But I'm gonna go with Degree Grading on them. Next up, we have $30 a card, 90 to 120 day turnaround. Now, I'm sticking with $42 per card because even though it's going to take 90 to 20 days, you know what? CGC. CGC is a high-end company. A lot of people are sending stuff to them, so I'm going to go CGC. That's why it takes so long. Next up, we got $15 per card, 10 card minimum, 33-day turnaround. 33 days. Why not 35? Why not 30? I don't get these companies that do like in-betweens. Just overestimate. Don't have to try to precisify it. $15 per card, 10 card minimum, $150 you're spending. I'm gonna go monograding. They weren't that expensive when I did them, so I'm gonna go monograding. $28 per card, 5-bit. Wow, that is quick. You're gonna get your stuff back in 5 days. Woo! Aren't too many companies left. I'm going to go Amber Grading on that. Amber Grading, I remember, was a little expensive, but I got my stuff back really quickly, so. Next up, $15 per card, 20-day turnaround. Yeah, they were pretty quick. I'm going to go Get Graded. That sounds like Get Graded to me. I'm going to probably get every single one of these wrong. 10 plus cards, $12 a card, 8 to 10 days. Let's see, who could that be? I only got 2 choices left, so I'm going to look at the other one just because. $20 per card, 40 business days. Oof. I'm going to go with them because they took a while to get back, but they were from Australia, so that's probably why. But they're from Australia too, so I feel like I did this terribly, and this isn't even going to be close at all. So I'm going to pick up one. If it's correct, I'm going to leave it on there. If it's incorrect, I'm going to place it on the one that it belongs to, and then obviously I'm going to take that one off and kind of just go around that way, kind of like unknotting something. So we're going to start on this side. We're going to start with degree grading. Let's see, did I get lucky? $13 per card, 35 plus business days. You are New Horizon Grading. So I got that one terribly wrong. So this one belongs to New Horizon Grading. So New Horizon Grading is $13 per card, 35, and they take 35 plus business days. I feel like I should have known that. Like 35 plus days. Alright, so now let's do that at the end. Alright, so now we got 10 plus cards at $12 a card on 8 to 10 days. You know, we're going to put these up here because I don't want to flip all these open and then be like, oh, So next up we have Game On Grading. 10 cards for $10 a card, 6 to 8 weeks. Did I get this one right? Get Graded. So this one belongs to Get Graded. So we're going to put that one up there because I got that wrong. Next up, we have 11 to 19 days, $30 per card, 3-week turnaround. Platinum Grading, can I get the first one done? Hey, let's go. I got that one right. So Platinum Grading takes a total of 11 to 19 days at $30 per card. That's insanity. $330 you have to spend on their minimum package. Or you just have to mail them a lot more cards. That's crazy. Oh, I didn't go over Get Graded. Get Graded is 10 cards for $10 a card, 6 to 8 weeks. That sounded like them. I should have put it on them. That's my own fault. I second-guessed myself. Oh, well. Next up, $20 per card, 40 business days. TCG Grading, did I get it right? No, CGC Grading. CGC Grading. All right, so that one's on there already. $20 a card. 42 days. Let's see. Did I get you right? No, that is Game On Grading. Game On Grading is $20 a card, 42 days. Wow. So what did I get right? I think I got just one right so far. It's pretty bad memory on my part. $11 per card at 30 days. Can I get TCGC? It is TCGC, let's go. Finally got another one right. TCGC, that's probably the cheapest one here. $11 per card. No minimum of having how many cards you have to send in. Just $11 per card, 30-day turnaround. All right, no info, no website. I feel bad for whatever one this is because my friend said he did some extensive research and he couldn't even find them on Instagram. So unless he was typing in the wrong stuff, which I don't think he was. All right, Midwest Grading. Let's hope it's not you. It is Midwest Grading. Maybe they just maybe it's a failed grading card company. Maybe they just went out of business, didn't make it. I got these cards from them a while ago, so you know, a couple months, man, make or break people. All right, so this one is Get Graded, so that one is where it's supposed to be. $15 per card, 10 card minimum, 33-day turnaround. Mono Grading. Tcg Grading. Where is Tcg Grading? Where are you? Where is Tcg Grading? I'm actually completely... Oh, it's right here. It's blind as a bat. $15 per card, 10 card minimum, 33-day turnaround. I actually got my cards back a lot quicker than that. They're from Australia, and I got my cards back from them in like 2 days. They use DHL, which is like insanely fast shipping, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, thought that was crazy. $12.49 per card. No info on return time. That's not exactly something you want to see on a website. So you belong to 10 times card grading. Okay, so I was right with that. Yeah, they were just extra with how they do their slabs and everything, so that kind of made sense at $12.49 per card. All right, $14 per card, 10 days. I guess that just means you get your cards back in 10 days. All right. Let's see. Did I get it right? Yo, I got it right. FCG was actually super quick, and I got these cards back like mega fast. I got them back in less than 10 days, to be honest. That's it wasn't that expensive either, so that's a really good price and a really good turnaround day. That's good for that company. All right, moment of truth. PSA, which I think I got PSA in the wrong spot already, so I know this isn't going to be PSA. Amber Grading. Amber Grading. Sheesh. That is $42 per card. 30-day business day. You know what? The way these slabs look, I can see why it's $42 a card. Like, those slabs are dope. All right. Next up, we have ISA Grading. 20 card minimum, $15 a card, 30 to 60 day turnaround. No, that is actually Degree Grading. Degree Grading is a 20 card minimum, $15 a card, 30 to 60 business days turnaround. All right, can I get CGC right at least? $20 per card, 40 business days. CGC, let's go. Got that one right. So let's find where these guys belong. You go to ISA, which is right there. You go to Mana Grading, which is over there. Next up is RGC, which is right here. And last but not least, everyone's fan favorite for some reason, PSA. So this is the pricing and the turnaround days for everything. I'm going to quickly just go through these slabs and just tell you what I think of them. So first up, we have Degree Grading. Degree Grading is a 20 card minimum, $15 a card, 30 to 60 day turnaround. What they do not include on here is, my laptop just died. That's a pain in the butt. Oh well. So what they do not include on here is a penny sleeve, which kind of stinks. I think that all slabs should have a penny sleeve. That is my personal opinion, but they do not have that. They do have the QR code so you can see what is wrong with it. They do give you the grade and all the titling is correct, but they do not give you subgrades. So why it's a 9, you will really have to go and see on here. But it doesn't tell you if like the centering is like, you know, a 1.5 out of 2, if the surface is a 1.5 out of 2, the edges, the siding, stuff like that. So no penny sleeve, no subgrade. The slab is really in there nice and tight. It's kind of, it's really well put in there. Like, this thing isn't going to come apart. I don't like bending them. I mean, I'm not putting too much force in there, but I am putting a nice amount, and this thing isn't moving at all. So it's a very well-made slab. The only thing I can say for them is they should put subgrades in and put a penny sleeve on the card. That is Degree Grading. Correct? Yeah, Degree Grading. Next up is Game On Grading. Game On Grading is $20 a card, 42-day turnaround. Game On Grading, I gotta look up this closely because I can't really tell. Degree Grading, they do include a penny sleeve on there, which, like I said, that is a super plus to me. They do not have subgrades on here at all. And when I did fill this out, I think I actually had to put the information in up on the top on the labels. So, like, I saw some people, like, saying, like, oh, first edition fossil hollow Articuno, when it wasn't a first edition. It's like, yeah, you shouldn't have people filling it out because people will just lie on it and then they'll go to sell it and they'll be like, it's an error, it's actually a first, like, yeah, that's one negative thing about them. Never let your customers put wording, like, do the wording for you up here. I had to do that. Obviously, I'm not going to lie and stuff like that, but this is what was on there. They do have a QR code on the back, which is good, but they have no subgrades. So negatives about this is really there's no subgrades, and they allow the customers to put what they want up on the label, which I am not a fan of, like I said. Next up, we have Platinum Card Grading. Platinum Card Grading, communication-wise, I wasn't like the biggest fan of the person I was talking to with them, but like, you know, one person I'm not going to say is going to ruin a company. They do have the subgrades on here, penny sleeve, no penny sleeve on there. I'm not a big fan of that. The card is nice and in there. I don't hear it moving around. I know the other two don't move around. I did that in my last video. So, yeah, this one doesn't move around. Subgrades, no penny sleeve. QR code to see what is wrong with it if you want to look it up online. And, I mean, like I said, I'm not going to say one person is going to ruin a company, but one, you know, rotten egg kind of makes the other eggs smell bad, even if they're good. So, gotta be careful with that with companies. So, only negatives is the one person I dealt with and the no penny sleeve on here. Also, you know, their pricing with it is kind of insane. Next up, we have Tcg Grading. Tcg Grading. $15 per card, 10 card minimum, 33-day turnaround. These are from Australia, these guys. Platinum Card Grading, I'm sorry, that was from the UK. Game On Grading and Degree Grading are US. So on here, sleeve, they do not have a penny sleeve on here. The card, oh wait, the card does move around a little, so it's not super securely in there. And without a penny sleeve, I'm not the biggest fan of that. Card could get damaged, stuff like that. They don't have any subgrades on here. They do have the QR code so you can see what's wrong with it. But the fact the card moves around and there's no penny sleeves on there, I'm not the biggest fan of that. Although their shipping time was insane and their communication, the person I was talking to was like the nicest person in the world. They actually gave me some free slabs. So like they're incredibly generous and incredibly nice. So Tcg Grading, you might want to just, make that a little smaller space. You don't want the card moving around. Put subgrades on here, even if you put them on the back. Excuse me. And penny sleeve. That's like my that one thing, that like gets underneath your skin. I don't know. That's me with grading. Next up, we have New Horizon Grading. They are $13 per card, 35 plus business days. Get rid of the plus. Get rid of the plus on your thing. Like do 30 to 60, 30 to 120. Like just get rid of the plus. That's I don't like that. I don't want that. It could be 30 days to a year. I don't want to see a plus because then I'm like there's no time frame on which I'm gonna get them back. So like definitely get rid of the plus. These guys were super strict. Like literally, I sent them like 3 cards that were in like perfect condition. The second I opened them up, this I opened from a tin, that I opened up from the milk carton, and that one I opened up from a XY pack, with the promo card on it. So all 3 of these cards came from a different source, and they all got a 7, which to me it's like, dude, how do you like? That's insanity. Like a 7, like maybe they all came back an 8, okay, a 9, okay, that's obviously, but like all a 7, like dude, that is some strict grading. They're from Australia as well. They do have the subgrades on the back. They have a certification ID number. So like if you want to make sure it's authentic, that's actually a really good thing that they have on the back of there. But there's no QR code, which I'm not a fan of. Penny sleeve, they do not have a penny sleeve on here. So they're super strict. So I mean, I guess it's a good company if you want, like if you get a 10 and they make it, they'll probably be like, a 10 would probably be worth like an insane amount, but that's only if they become big. Like PSA, CGC, Beckett, companies like that. So really harsh grading, and you're not like, a super company that to me would discourage me from mailing cards to them, just because of that reason. Next up, we have RCG, $15 per card, 20-day turnaround. So there's some negatives and pluses about this one. So the plus is they like laser in all this stuff. So like the design and everything, you can really see it more with the Butterfree and everything. The design is all lasered in, so that's not like, paper or nothing. So that's really cool. And then they have like special stuff they do with that online, where if you get one back and it's a special laser, it's like worth more than like a normal laser. I don't know. It's really cool how they do it online. You have to check it out for yourself. The only thing I don't like this though is if you listen, yeah, that card moves around a lot. So the spacing in here, there's like a lot of spacing in there, which I'm not a fan of. And there's no penny sleeve on there. So yeah, it could be graded an 8, a 10, but like it could get damaged in there. And then, someone's going to look at it and be like, dude, this card's like destroyed on the top and bottom. Why is it a 10? So penny sleeve, they do have subgrades on there and they do have the QR code. So that is a bonus with it. But add a penny sleeve and shorten the amount of space that's in here. Other than that, it's pretty cool. I like the lasering on there. Next up, we have Tcg Grading. They're the cheapest ones in here at $11 per card, 30-day turnaround. So the card in here, it moves a little bit. It's nothing crazy. I kind of really had to shake it, but there is space up there. It does move around. I'm not going to say it doesn't. I'm not going to say a little bit. It does move around. I'm just going to keep it at that. They do have the subgrades in here. Everything is organized up top. They have the QR code in the back to see what's wrong with it. But there is no penny sleeve on the card. This one is a different design case. I'm not really going to go over the design case unless it's different. So RCG, New Horizon, TCG, Platinum, Game On Grading, and Degree Grading, all their slabs are the same. I'm not going to go over each individual slab if it's the same as the one before. So this one, the slab is different though. It's a little bit of a thicker guy. Doesn't really move too much when I'm doing this. I'm afraid though, if I really did it though, I could probably snap it. It kind of looks like there's like a bubble in the middle of it. Like obviously it's air pressed tight in there, but the way that it's like pressed into each other. I don't know, kind of looks like there's a bubble. That's just my like look on it and everything. So negatives on it, it moves a little bit, and there's no penny sleeve on here. The slab feels like it's a little bit weaker than the others. That's just my opinion on it. But I mean, for $11 per card, 30-day turnaround, that's like, to me, that's pretty good. Midwest Card Grading Company. I don't even know if they're still in business anymore because there's no website, no info on them. The slab is obviously different. They do have a penny sleeve on here, but they have no subgrades. There's a QR code on the back to see what is wrong with the card if you want to do that. And the slab is a different kind of slab. So, ooh, yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Like I could hear. Yeah, you hear that. That's, maybe they did go out of business. That is, I do not like that, man. I feel like I could probably like pop this open. I don't really want to like cut my hand and have blood just go everywhere in the middle of my video, so I'm not going to try to do that. But yeah, that's not supposed to make that sound. So sorry, Midwest Grading. You have no info on you. There's no website. I would not send cards there. Sorry, that's just me. Next up, we have Get Graded. They're $10, 10 cards for $10 a card, 6 to 8 week turnaround. They have the subgrades on there. Obviously, everything's organized. They do not have the QR code. I thought that they did. Okay, that's one negative with them. But they do have a penny sleeve, and the card, you can't hear it, but I can feel it. It's so minuscule how much it moves around on here. Like, it's so minuscule that like personally, I'm not worried about it. Yeah, I'm not worried about that at all. Like, I could feel it. That might just be like the card moving in the penny sleeve, which I guess would still be moving in the slab, but yeah. They also mailed me a giant card too, which giant pack, slab with a pack in there, which I thought was pretty dope. They just included that in my order, so I just had to mention that. So Get Graded pluses, they have the subgrades, they have a penny sleeve. They don't have a QR code, and the card moves a tiny bit in there. But price-wise, they're pretty good. They're pretty solid, in my opinion. Get Graded is from the UK. RCG, Tcg, and Midwest were from the US. Next up is Monograding. Monograding is 10 plus cards at $12 a card. 8 to 10 days. Wait, 10 plus. Okay, so it's like $120 you gotta do, but that's a quick turnaround. 8 to 12 days, 8 to 10 days. Like, that is a quick turnaround time. I would actually greatly accept that and like that. So let's go through this really quickly. It does have a penny sleeve on there, so that's off to a good start. It does have the subgrade, so you can see what is wrong where. No QR code though. That's one negative. Does the card move around? That actually was just my finger. Nope, it was the card. So the card moves around a slight bit in here. Obviously you don't want your card moving around at all. Although monograding, though, from what I'm told, is a pretty, like, they're like the CGC of the UK. That's kind of what I've been, like, told. So, I mean, the card moves around, though, so I'm not, like, a big fan of that because obviously I don't want the card to be damaged. But other than that, I mean, it's pretty good with everything else. They don't have the QR code. I had no complaints with customer service when I was, going through the process and everything. I talked to all these people, at least somebody from all these companies, and I'm really, like, none of them I really had issues with. Like, Platinum Card Grading, they were extra. Tcg Grading, they were, like, the nicest people in the world. Midwest, they literally were, like, nobody was, they just, like, ghosted me, which was kind of weird. Get Graded, they were super nice as well. I'm sorry, yeah, Get Graded was super nice as well. Everyone else was, like, super nice. Everyone was, like, nice for the most part. Next up is 10 times grading. So, they do things differently. So, they obviously you can see it's a 9.6. They don't go 9, 9.5, 10. They actually go 0.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, next set of it all. So, for them, the one thing, I don't know if you can kind of see it. Yeah, a little bit. So they have a penny sleeve on here, but the penny sleeve has ruffles, which means it's kind of just shoved in there. It's a little too tight, the card. I mean, I like it being tight in there because, like, card's not going to get damaged, but you got to get a penny sleeve that fits in there too. There are penny sleeves that literally just match the card and takes up no extra space. So obviously, It doesn't move around, but I just don't like the ruffles because then the card looks like it's ruffled, and I'm not a big fan of that. They are super strict with their grading. I remember the guy telling me that they are super strict with that, but I really didn't mind that at all. Like, I kind of prefer that and everything. I still got a 9.6 on this guy and an 8.8 on that guy. If you go on the back, they have the QR code and the subgrades on the back. Everything is out of a 2.0. So obviously, 5 2.0s make it 10. Yeah, that was it. They, like I said, with they were extra. They're extra with that, so that's kind of why I figured they were going to be extra with the pricing. They were from the US as well. Next up is FCG. One really cool thing that I remember about these people is when I was going onto their website and looking at their stuff, it did say they do AI assisted grading. So that means they use artificial intelligence to help grade them, and they always get like the most high-end grading stuff for cards, which makes it kind of like surprising that it's like $14 per card and a 10-day turnaround. Like the fact that they use AIs and they keep investing in themselves, and they have like the most high-end equipment, like they're advertising that. Like I don't understand why like they're not getting overloaded with people. Their slabs, like yeah, it's like a basic concept and design, but like so is PSA and everyone flocks to PSA. So I don't know. I like them and everything. They have the subgrades on here. They have the QR code in the back. They put a penny sleeve. Do they put a penny sleeve on there? I actually really can't tell. I don't think they do, actually. No, I don't think they do. I'm going to say they don't because I can't really see. So other than the penny sleeve, oh, it moves around. I didn't notice that before. So it moves around a slight little bit. I don't think there's like literally, I don't know if I can put that on camera. There's literally no space. There's literally like 1/100th of a centimeter in there of extra space. Other than that, I thought they were a pretty cool company. The customer service was excellent. I definitely would use them again for myself. Okay, everybody, every fanboy's favorite, we have now PSA. $30 a card, 90 to 120 day turnaround. I remember watching a Poke Rev video where like his cards took literally an entire year, 365 days to come back to him. And it was only like 60 cards, which, I mean, that's kind of a lot, but at the same, no, it wasn't even 60. I think it was actually only 20 or 30. I don't know. They were like the red Pokemon cards. I forget what those are. They're like the trial Pokemon cards. But I just thought that was insane. For as big as PSA is, like they really don't like put much into the slab. Like, yeah, you got the QR code, but there's no subgrades and there's no penny sleeve. And I'm all about the penny sleeve, so that kind of like strikes me the wrong way, especially since they literally cost $30 a card. You can't put in a sleeve that costs, I'm assuming, a penny because it's got the name penny sleeve in it. I don't know. I'm not a hater of PSA, but like PSA is just so big that like I don't know. I'm not a big fan of PSA. I know PSA holds its value the most and like the card is going to be worth the most. Like, in 20 years from now, I'm pretty sure this card, whatever the value is of it right now, will probably be the same or a little bit more in 20 years or something like that. Like, the company's not going to go out of business. It's not going to have an excessive amount of cards that they graded of the same one. For older cards, I mean, today they probably do, but that's PSA, obviously a US company. Next up, we have ISA. ISA is $28 per card. They do 5 business days, which I think is insanely quick. I don't remember them being that quick. Actually, no, I did. They were actually that quick. That, to me, is just insane. So, one big plus thing about this, they don't have a penny sleeve, which I'm totally fine with this card not having a penny sleeve, because that black stuff you see around it is actually like a foam. So, the card's not going to move around. And it's not going to like bang up against anything on the side. I mean, it is going to bang against the foam, but it's foam. I can't see foam really damaging a card. So I really like the foam around there, so I'm okay with it not having a penny sleeve. It doesn't have any subgrades. It does have a QR code, though, on the back. And this card, it doesn't move. Like, it looks like there's space in between there, but yeah, it doesn't move. So ISA, they're really dope. And the slab, yeah, it's in there pretty tight. This doesn't really budge or make a sound or move at all. So that's a pretty good one right there. Next up, we have CGC. CGC, if I ever were to send in like some really old cards of mine, like really, really old, like obviously this one, the Chansey, I sent to PSA because, why not? Wanted to see how they were. But like the old cards and everything, that's probably who I'd send it to, CGC. They're cheaper than PSA, not by a whole lot, but you get them back a lot quicker. And to me, they're like, I don't know, I guess Beckett's like, I think CGC is third place for great card grading companies, and PSA and Beckett are kind of like going at each other back and forth for first place tie. I think that's what they're at right now. I don't really know exactly, but I don't know. I'd go with CGC with like ever doing like a lot of grading and cards that like I'm gonna hold on to, just because it's not that expensive, and at the same time, it's a pretty reputable company. It's not like PSA, but it's pretty close to PSA. And a lot of people like them, a lot of people know about them, and they're just credible, so I see it being able to hold its value. For the card, they do not include a penny sleeve. They got the QR code in the back. This one has no subgrades. I do see some CGC ones that have subgrades. I guess it's different pricings they have to pay, but for the card, yeah, it doesn't move in there. The slab, it's pretty well put on, so CGC is probably going to be the one that I would recommend the most if you want to get a bunch of cards graded and you want the value to be held. That's just the one that I know about. The rest of these, they're all really good, and I'm not discouraging you from trying any of the other ones, but for me, CGC is probably the most reputable, best priced, best value holding company. Next one is Amber Grading. So they're the most expensive, $42 per card, 30 business day turnaround. Now, you would think like $42 a card is insane, but like, yo, they're all like, let me just show you really quickly and get all these out of here. They do a different design per card. So like each card has a different design background. Like something like that, I'm not gonna lie, is not cheap at all for them to probably do. Plus the case that they put this in here is pretty thick. Like this card is pretty well protected. And the card doesn't move. The slab, all right, for the price, can you hear that? It moves a little. I'm not a big fan of that. Like, I guess there's like a bubble in there, which they shouldn't have. For as thick it is, you'd think they wouldn't have like a bubble in there. But I mean, the design of it around the fact that the background matches the card, I just think is kind of sick. They got the grade in there. Subgrades they do not have, but they do have the QR code in there. And penny sleeve, yes, they do have a penny sleeve on the card. So that is obviously a bonus for me. Just going through these all really quickly. USA, USA, UK, Australia, Australia, USA, 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 US, 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 UK, UK. These are all the prices and everything on there. If you have any more questions that you guys may have about these card grading companies that I use, please ask me down below in the comment section. I'd be happy to answer any of the questions. I hope this was informative for you guys, as well as interesting and kind of fun. The game we played in the beginning, I'm terrible at guessing, so, you know, I guess I should study for all my tests and quizzes. I'm not going to get lucky with guessing. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, I hope this was fun and informative. Again, any questions, comment down below, and I will answer them to the best of my ability. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in, and we'll hope to see you next time. Heads up, tomorrow I got a giveaway video coming on, and the results for 2 weeks ago giveaway that I was hosting. So definitely hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications so you don't miss anything. And as always, thanks for tuning in. I would say, I hope you get better pulls than I do, but yeah, these are slabs. I guess, you know, grade pulls. I don't know. All right, peace out, everyone. See you next time.